saw your message. Hopefully you're seeing this now. All right, so we had a request for hips and the low back. So mine's feeling much better. You know, so I don't know if you ever done chiropractic services, but like Monday I was feeling bad when he adjusted me. And like Tuesday was even worse, and I was like, oh no! But today it's like, I mean, Wednesday was like, yeah.
And if somebody don't have no attention, no word, maybe they can put my niece Lara in their attention because she is detected with COVID-19.
Oh, okay. Is she
10 years old.
10? Is she in Germany?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's a gymnast and at gymnast training.
Yeah, good.
They,
Yeah, we'll send her positive vibes. The good thing, she's got youth on her side for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and find our comfortable seats. Sit up nice and tall. Lift your shoulders up and then roll back and down. Hands on your knees, elbows soft under your shoulders. Eyes are closed, you're gazing down. And without changing anything, just notice how your breath naturally flows in and out of the body. And begin to deepen your breath. Finding your equal inhalation, exhalation, in and out through the nose. If your mind wanders, focus back on your breath. And as you stay with your breath, I'll continue with our reading. Pema Chodron, Comfortable with Uncertainty. Today's reading is Patience. The power of the paramita of patience is that it is the antidote to anger, a way to learn to love and care for whatever we meet on the path. By patience, we do not mean enduring, grin, and bear it. In any situation, instead of reacting suddenly, we could chew it, smell it, look at it, and open ourselves to seeing what is there. The opposite of patience is aggression, the desire to jump and move, to push against our lives, to try to fill up space. The journey of patience involves relaxing, opening to what is happening, experiencing a sense of wonder. One of the ways to practice patience is to do Tonglen, which is the practice of give and take. When we want to make a sudden move, when we start to speed through life, when we feel we must have resolution, when someone yells at us and we feel insulted, when we want to yell back or even get even, we want to put our poison out. Instead, we can connect to the basic human restlessness, basic human aggression by practicing give and take for all beings. Then we can send out a sense of space, which further slows things down. Sitting there, standing there, we can allow the space for the usual habitual thing not to happen. Our words and actions might be quiet, different, because we allowed ourselves time to touch and taste and see the situation first. As we train in patience, we are first all patient with ourselves. We learn to relax with restlessness of our energy, the energy of anger, boredom, and excitement. Patience takes courage. It is not an ideal state of calm. In fact, when we practice patience, we will see our agitation far more clearly. attention to your practice if that's part of your practice. Or dedication. Remembering ahimsa, non-violence starts with ourselves. Be patient with yourselves. And gently let the chin fall to the chest. Pull the shoulders down and away. Then breathing into the back of the neck. Gently let the right ear roll towards the right shoulder. And pull the left shoulder down and away. You can stay there or reach that left arm to the side. Some of you might want to add the hand to the side of the head, not to pull, but just to add a little weight that creates a little bigger stretch in the neck. You can try changing the direction of the chin. That makes it feel better. And then relax your hands down. Take your chin down and then over to the other side. Find that stretch in the right side. Stay there or reach the right arm out to the side. Stay there or let the left hand touch the side of the head. Maybe change the direction of the chin, maybe not. And then put your hands on your knees, bring your chin to your chest, and just gently rock the head from shoulder to shoulder. And we'll meet with our chins at our chest. Lift your head. Take your arms down alongside your body. On an inhale, reach high. Relax your shoulders. Check out what happened to your ribs. See if they popped forward and you took an arch. And if they did, drop the ribs. And just lock your thumbs here. See if you can pull up a little higher. Relax your shoulders. And then just lean a little bit over to the left. And then bring it up and then take it to the other side. And then bring it up tall. Pull your hands to your heart. Interlace your fingers. Stretch it forward. Tuck your chin and really round your back. And here, pull your belly to your spine. And then inhale, arms high. Shoulders relax. And take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Stretch the hands down towards the floor, keeping your spine long. If you can lift the arms up and away, lift them up. Don't drop your spine. And then arms down. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, take the right hand to the left knee. Take a twist, look back over the left shoulder. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Hands down. Make your way to hands and knees. Finding your tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Where your cat-cow tilts. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, hold here. Wait for an exhale, arch the back high, push the floor away, hold here. And then just move with your breath. Inhaling, sway back. And exhaling, cat. Keep cycling through your breath. I'll turn this air back on because it was really cold when I got here this morning. And then wait for your next exhalation and return to a flat back. And then just look over your left shoulder towards your left hip. And then bring it around and look to the right. Come back to center and press your hips towards your heels, coming into child's pose. Remember, you can come here at any point during your practice. So when you're ready, on an inhale, just come up, hands and knees. And we're just going to circle out our hips. So push the hips off to the right side, let it go back towards your heels, and then circle all the way around to the front. And just do that a few times on your own. Really push when you get to the sides there, and you'll feel that stretch in the outer edges of your hips. And the next time you get to the front, reverse the circle and take it to the opposite side. And then come to center and just tuck your toes and push your hips towards your heels. Breathing into your toes, your feet. Imagine that stretch coming up over the back of the body to the crown of the head. And then shifting forward, hands and knees, knees under hips. And we'll take that left leg straight back. Find that stretch in your calf. You can move it around or just hold it steady, whatever feels good for you. And then keep the weight forward, push the floor, lift the belly. And then if it feels okay, lift the leg. And circle the ankle. Snap, crackle, pop. Reverse the circle. That's what I do. And then press through the heel, stay there, or reach that right arm forward. So we'll add our little diagonal core action, or you can skip it. So you can hang here, or we're gonna take the arm to the right, leg to the left. Bring it to center. Now exhale, squeeze under the body. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, diagonal. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, under the body. One more time. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, diagonal. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, under the body. Stretch it out. Now just put your hand down. Let the foot cross over the right. Look over the right shoulder towards your toes. Some of you might walk your hands more to the right to deepen that side body stretch. If you don't need it, don't add it. Now go ahead, swing that leg off to the left side so the foot's in line with the knee. Reach the left arm high, circle the wrist. Reverse. Keep the arms straight up or start to let it go back. Open your chest. Release your back. And then bring your hand down, bring your knee in, and send the right leg back. Toes on the mat, find that stretch in your calf. Hold it steady or add that little movement. And then keep the weight forward, push the floor, lift the belly, and lift the leg. And then circle the ankle, and reverse. And press through the heel, stay there, or left arm forward. Hold here, keep breathing. Rest when you need to, or we're adding that diagonal. So it's arm to the left, leg to the right. Bring it to center. Exhale, under the body. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, diagonal. Inhale, center. Exhale, under the body. Last time, stretch. Diagonal. Stretch. Exhale, under the body. Stretch it out. Put your hand down, let the foot cross over the left, look over the shoulder. Some of you might walk your hands to the left. And then we'll all swing that leg to the right. Right arm high, circle the wrist, reverse. Keep it straight up or start to let it go back behind you. And then bring your hand down, bring your knee in, tuck your toes, hips back again. And then when you're ready, you can press it to hands and knees or find your first downward facing dog. If you went to down dog, pedal it out, move it around. And then just come to stillness, hold your down dog, soften your shoulders towards your waist, reach your shoulders actively towards your waist, engage your belly, and find that low back just feeling long and stretched out. And then you're either going to drop to the knees or shift into plank, hold, either knees lowered or lifted, belly's engaged, we'll all put our knees down and lower to your belly. And then go ahead, slide your elbows forward so the elbows come under the shoulders for Sphinx. If you need less, tuck your chin and look down. If you need more, look forward, pull back on your elbows. Some of you might lift your elbows and get the shoulders towards the waist. And then go ahead and lower down. Push up to hands and knees. Take it all the way back to child's pose. And then just bring your hands and feet together, making your way to ragdoll. So you can do that from hands and knees or from down up. Any movement that feels good. Bend your knees, sway your hips, grab opposite elbows, shake your head yes and no. And then drop your arms, bend your knees, squeeze your belly, and stack your vertebrae. At the top, reach. Keep your arms up tall, relax your shoulders down. Space between your feet. Take hold of the right wrist, pull it to the left side. So stay here, or take your right foot in front, cross your thighs, and push your hips forward. And then go ahead, switch it out. So find the arms first, find that side body, and then decide if you're gonna stay here or take the left foot over, squeeze and push the hips forward. Go ahead, bring it back up, separate the feet, and just bring your hands down. So we're going to take that right foot, cross it over the left again, and then we're just gonna fold forward. So if this doesn't feel good, just release and just keep your feet apart. But this might get that left hip a little deeper. All right, when you're ready to come up, squeeze your belly, press into your feet to stand, and then just switch it out. So take the left foot over, or not, and then slide down towards the foot. And then you should feel stretch in the right hip. Feel that IT, outer edge of the leg. And then go ahead, squeeze your belly, press into your feet to stand. Separate your feet, reach your arms up. Stretch a little further through the right side. And then stretch it up through the left side. Let's do that one more time, either side, just finding that space. And then drop your arms down and give them a little shake. Shake out the legs. And find your mountain at the top of your mat. So Surya Namaskaram, shoulders back and down, belly in, tailbone drops. Feel as if you're being pulled through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward. On an inhale, let's push our shins away. Find Ardha Uttanasana. On an exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, and take your left foot to the back of the mat. Drop that knee all the way down, sink into your left hip flexor, come up on your fingertips. Remember, knee over ankle in the front. The further that back knee is away, the bigger the stretch is in the hips. Keep breathing, keep looking forward, or you can tuck your nose to your knee, see if that gives you a better stretch. And if you went low, bring your hands up to your thigh, push that knee away. Stay here, keep your left hand on your thigh, and just take your right arm and let it go around to the back. And just push that left hand into the outside of the knee to deepen that stretch. If it doesn't feel good, that arm can just drop. We'll go ahead, bring your hands back around, frame your foot. Exhale, hips back, toes lift, hands walk with you if the hamstring is tight. You can stay here, kind of toggle that foot back and forth, keeping a long spine or folding down towards the shin. Shift the weight into the right foot. And you can tuck your toes, take it back, hands and knees, or down dog. Cat-cow, or as your first vinyasa, inhale plank. Exhale lower. Inhale cobra or up dog. And exhale hands and knees or downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, let the left leg lift high. Toes down for a moment and just feel that hamstring first. Now turn your toes to the side, see if the leg will go higher. Feel that hip. Only if it feels good do you bend the knee. And then step that foot all the way to the top. Drop the back knee, sink into the right hip flexor. Shine your heart open. Remember, knee over ankle in the front. You can keep looking forward or tuck your nose down. And remember, if this is too much, you can always just bring the hands on up. We're all going to be there in a moment. So when you're ready, look forward, push your hands onto your thighs. Get that spine up tall. Now keep your right hand on your thigh, left arm back. You can push that right hand against the thigh to deepen the twist. Remember, if it hurts the shoulder, you can always just drop. And you can work the twist with that arm down. Go ahead, bring it back to the front. Frame your foot, hips back, toes lift. Hang out here, toggle the foot around. Keep the head lifted or fold in towards your shin. And then shift the weight into the foot, take it back, hands and knees or down dog. Cat-cow or add your flow. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, let your right leg lift. Toes down. Feel that hamstring first. Now turn the toes to the side. Feel the hip as the leg goes higher. Only if it feels good do you bend the knee. And then step that foot all the way. Left hand flat on the mat, right hand on your thigh above the knee. Everybody stay here for a moment. Push into that thigh with the hand just above the knee. So hand on the knee and then look to your right. And just notice if you really push how you get a better twist here. You can see what the difference is if the arm goes up. Now if you lose the twist and it feels better, keep that hand on the knee. I feel like I get a better twist if I push my thigh away. And then go ahead, bring both hands down. And adjust your feet because we're going to come up tall from here to a high lunge. So you might need to step that back foot up a little. You can push off your thigh or hover your way up and come into your high lunge. Find your breath, gazing point straight out in front. Let's all bend the back knee, push the pelvis forward. So then you're going to feel that stretch in the front of the left hip. Go ahead and straighten that leg and then take your left arm forward, right arm back. Some of you might put your right hand to the back thigh and left arm higher. Beautiful. Go ahead, come up. We're going to take both arms back up. We're going to try to stay here and just take little cactus arms off to the side. And then maybe take a little back bend. Like you're going to look up the wall. And then reach high. Go ahead, bring your hands down. Step up with the left foot. And back with the right. And then we're twisting first. So right hand flat, left hand on the thigh. Push into the left hand and twist. So really feel that twist here by pushing that left hand down. Keep the hand there or reach it up. And breathe. Nice. If your hand went up, bring it back down. Adjust your feet if you need to. Come up for that high lunge. Push off your thigh or hover your way up. Find your high lunge. Find your gazing spot. Remember, if it hurts the shoulders, hands can always stay at the heart. Let's all bend the back knee. Push the pelvis forward. Breath is in that right hip flexor. Now straighten the leg. Right arm forward. Left arm back. Stay there or drop your left hand to the back thigh. Right arm reaches up and slightly back. Nice. Go ahead, bring both arms up. Try to keep your balance here. We're taking those cactus arms and then look up the wall. And then arms high, hands down. You can either step up to ragdoll or back to down dog. You can add vinyasa if you went back. And then when you're done, we'll all meet back at ragdoll. On an inhale, push your shins away. On an exhale, fold. Go ahead, heel toe the pinky toes out near the edges of your mat, setting up for your squat, elbows above the knees. If you have knee issues, hips are staying above the knees. Feels good on hips and knees. Drop them down towards the floor, thumbs to the sternum. Malasana. This is hips high. This is hips low. Find your breath and breathe. And if your elbows went low, put them back above the knees, push together to come up. Hang forward, grab elbows, sway a little side to side. And then drop your arms, bend your knees, squeeze your belly, and stack your vertebrae. At the top, reach. Stretch it long and tall. Drop your tailbone if it feels good. Add that little back. Come up straight and hands to heart. Drop your arms, shake out any tension, find your mountain. Settle your breath. And then step your right foot back. So setting up warrior two. Heel to arch alignment, arms out parallel, bend into your left knee, look over the left middle finger, belly in, tailbone down. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed, away from the ears. And then flip that left hand and stretch it back, hold here. And then exhale, go back to warrior two. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, warrior two. Do that 2 more times. Come back to warrior two and hold. Now straighten the front leg. Left arm stretches out, left side body long before it goes down to the shin to foot the floor. Bothers the shoulder, right arm just rests alongside the body, palm down. Find what works for you, your triangle pose, add what works for you, keep breathing. And then squeeze your belly tight, press into both feet, come up and stretch your back. And then bend or drop your arm, just turn your left toes in, fold forward and touch the mat. And let the head relax. You can take it yes and no. And just notice the longer you hold here, the more the body responds. And then we're just going to push the floor away, and we're just going to kind of start to shift our knees back and forth. So bend to one side and then the other. So toes can angle out slightly, just so that the knees and the toes are going in the same direction, maybe 1 and 11 o'clock. We'll get deeper on the other side. And then just come back to center. Get the wrists under the shoulders. And put the left hand under the face. Now reach your right arm high. Push the floor away. Keep reaching through that top arm. It can stay straight up, or you can take that arm behind the back, knuckles to sacrum, and maybe it'll catch that left inner thigh. And then go ahead and bring that hand down and reach the left arm up. Stay here, or take that left hand behind the back and find that right inner thigh. And then drop the hand down. Just turn your left toes back to the front of the mat. And you can either step up to ragdoll or go back to down dog. You can hold or add a vinyasa. And if you went to down dog, make your way back up to ragdoll. On an inhale, find Ardha Uttanasana. On an exhale. On an inhale, come all the way up. Stretch it out at the top. Drop your tailbone only if it feels good. Add a little back. Come up straight and hands to your heart. Drop your arms and step the left foot back. So heel to arch, warrior two, look over the right middle finger. Stay with the breath, check out the shoulders, make sure they're not up around the ears. You're breathing. And then flip your right hand and stretch it back and hold it here. Breathe up the right side body. Wait for an exhale back to warrior two. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. Two more on your own. Come back to warrior two and hold. And then straighten the front leg. Right arm stretches out before it reaches down. Triangle pose. Keep dropping the tailbone, dropping the ribs, knitting the ribs, as we say, with the pelvis. If it hurts the shoulder, that arm rests down. Keep breathing. And then squeeze your belly tight, press into both feet, come up, stretch it back one more time. And then drop your right hand, turn your toes in, and fold forward, touch the floor. Alright, so you can do the same thing you did on the other side. You can hold steady. You can add that little shift side to side. And if you want to get into that deeper lunge on the side, you're going to turn your right toes out to the corner side of your mat and walk your hands to that side. So if you have knee issues, hips stay above the knees. Some of you it's going to feel good to drop it into a squat on that right side. Looks good. And then we're going to shift it to the other side, or not. So you can stay center, you can keep it up high for your knees, or drop it low if that feels good. And then we'll meet back at center. Let's walk our hands way out in front, find a wide leg down dog. Straight line from the wrists to the hips. And then walk it in, push the floor away, move the right wrist, hand under the face, reach the left arm high. Keep the arms straight, you can take that bind behind your back.
And then we're gonna switch it out. And twist to the other side. And then drop down. And just turn your toes back to the top of your mat. And you can, let's all take it back to down dog or child's pose. You can cat-cow, you can vinyasa, whatever feels good here. And then let's all meet at hands and knees. Bring the knees under the hips. Do 2 cat-cow tilts. Return to your flat back. And just take your right leg straight back. Turn the right toes to the side so the foot turns to the side. Now take your left foot and angle it all the way back 90 degrees behind the knee and reach your right arm high. Stay here or squeeze the belly, lift the leg. Stay there or bend the knee, reach for the foot. You can push the foot away to get a bigger quad stretch. Keep breathing. Push that left hand away and engage those muscles on that arm for stability. Nice. Now squeeze your belly to stretch it out long. Nice control. Bring the hand down, pop your left toes up as you come to hands and knees. And then send the left leg back. Roll the left foot to the side. Take your right toe straight back behind the knee, left arm high. Keep the left hand foot low or lift it up. Keep the leg straight or bend the knee, reach for the foot. You can push it away to stretch it out. Nice. If you're holding on, squeeze your belly, release it with control. Nice control, hand down, right toes up. Let's all go to child's pose. Roll out your wrists. Stay here or press it to down dog. Hold or add a vinyasa. And then let's all meet hands and knees and do 2 cat-cow tilts. Inhale, look up. Exhale, arch high. One more time. Return to your flat back, tuck your toes, walk your hands towards your knees, and come into ragdoll at the back of your mat. Nice. And then bend your knees, squeeze your belly, and stack your vertebrae, rounding up. Check out your ankles on the way up. Get the ankles under the hip bones, arms up. Palms face each other, shoulders relax. And then lift your heels and press through your big toes. Find your balance. Once you're stable, tiptoe your way to the top. And then drop your heels and drop your arms and shake it all out. Shake out the legs. And find your mountain, tall spine. Keep your left foot down and take your right toe back for warrior 3. So let's do Dekasana. So the difference in warrior 3 and Dekasana is you actually keep a back bend in the upper back. If that doesn't feel good, feel free to do your traditional. So arms are going to be back. And then you're just going to hinge at the hips. Now if it feels okay in your back, you're going to keep thinking up dog in the heart. Keep rounding the upper back. And keep breathing. If that doesn't feel good, back to traditional warrior 3. Beautiful. Keep breathing. And then hinge back to standing. Stop there. Or core challenge, ankles under the knee. Don't lean back as you extend the leg. Point the toe. And then lower the leg. And shake out the hips. And move into the right foot. Spread your toes. Left toes back. So traditional warrior 3. We're all starting the same. You're either just keeping that spine straight or you're going to curve the heart towards the front of the room. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Nice stretch in the back. Now hinge back to standing, stop there, or hands to the waist, ankle up. Don't lean back as you extend, point, and then lower the leg. Switch out the hips. And switch back to the left leg. You're either gonna do the same thing you just did. If it doesn't bother your knee, you're gonna move into King Dancer. So, classically, you flip the right thumb back, catch the top of the foot. Too much on the shoulder, go ahead, catch the pinky toe side. Left arm forward, hinge. If balance is your issue, go somewhere where you can touch a wall. And then just push the floor, or the wall away, the foot away, or reach actively through that left arm. Otherwise, you're back in Dekasana or Warrior 3, and you're all breathing. And then hinge back to standing, and we'll just drop it and shake it. And right foot balance, Dekasana, or catch the left foot, right arm up, reach, squeeze through that arm, push the foot away behind you, you're reaching and pushing in both directions, and you're breathing. Stay with the breath. And then hinge back to standing and drop it. Shake it out. And find your mountain, top of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hang out here, take another squat. If you have a crow practice, you want to practice. Squeeze your belly, lift one toe at a time. One toe, squeeze the belly, other toe. Squeeze, there it is, squeeze the core. The core is what's gonna make it happen. Nice knees. And when you're done, let's make our way back up to Ragdoll. Vinyasa if you want, before you get there. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hold. Inhale, come all the way up. Stretch it out at the top. And hands to the heart. Drop your arms, step your right foot back. So warrior 2 feet, bend into your left knee. And then take the left forearm down on the thigh, palm turned up. Right hand on the hip, palm spinning down. Keep that arm straight for a moment. And just take that right arm straight out to the side wall. Let it roll up alongside the ear, unless it creates pain, and then just keep it where it is. So some of you are going to stay right here. Some of you are going to drop your left hand. Nice. You can take a bind if you want. It's right knuckles to the sacrum, left hand under the thigh, and wraps around behind you. Got it. That's it. Keep that shoulder tucked in tight. Yeah, you can also do a half bind. You can just do the top arm. Keep spinning that right shoulder back. Nice, Winnie. Beautiful. So when you're done, we'll be back in our side angle. Everybody, right arm forward. Right hand down. Pop the back heel up. Right hand to the mat. And then drop your knee. Walk your toes to the left. And bring both hands to the inside of the front foot. Nice. So the further you get that back leg away, the bigger the stretch is in the hips. Stay here, arms straight, only if it feels good. Right elbow drops. Stay there, or left elbow meets it. And breathe into your lizard bunch. When you're ready to come up, push up through the arms. All right, now we're just going to take this left toe. We're going to bring the heel in, and we're going to bring the heel towards the right thigh. So we're going into pigeon. So you're just going to drop the shin down. The knee stays out near the left side of your mat. The heel stays at the top of the right thigh, and then you just start to slide that right leg further away. So stay up tall or come down. If this hurts your knee, come onto your back or onto your bottom and cross the left ankle over the right knee. It looks like this. So if it hurts your knee, you're here. And you can control the flexion with that other leg. If you went low, push up through your arms. And you can either tuck the back toes, lift the knee, go into like a down dog, or you can just keep the knee down, release the left leg and kick it out. So the knee is lowered and lifted and kick the left leg. And then you can rest or flow here, down dog, child's pose, vinyasa. Nice. Honoring your body is yoga. No more enlightenment in one level of pose than the other. Practice patience. All right, wherever you are, walk your way up to Ragdoll. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Stretch it out at the top. And into the heart. Drop your arms and take your left foot back. So heel to arch alignment like you're in warrior two because you are. And then right forearm down, palm up. Left hand can stay here or go straight out to the side wall and rolls up alongside the ear. Stay here or play here. Add on if you want. That right arm can drop. You can do a high or you can touch. If you're taking the bind, it's left knuckles to the sacrum. You have to keep that right shoulder snuggled in tight, reach under for that bind. Go for it if you're flying. You can take a half bind by grabbing that front inner thigh. Feels better for my hip today. Nice, take your time, and when you're done, we're all gonna end up in side angle. Left arm stretches out. And then left hand goes for the mat. Pop that back heel up, drop the knee, walk your toes to the right side. Stay here or both hands to the inside of the right foot. Stay here or left elbow down, right elbow meets it. And breathe. So honor your body, don't create pain. Find that spot where you can hold your edge, where there's effort without tension, relaxation without dullness. And then when you're ready, if you went low, push up through your arms, and then we're just gonna walk that right foot over to the left side of the mat. Bend your knee a lot so the heel's in near the groin and you can rest the shin down on the mat. So more. Yeah. And then find your pigeon. So remember, if it hurts the knee, come onto your bottom and cross the right ankle over the left knee. So you're either here or you're here. And then when you're ready to come up, push up through your arms. You can slide that knee in. You can keep the knee down or lift it up. And we're going to kick that right leg back behind us. Release all any tension. And then drop the foot. You can hold here or flow through your last vinyasa. And then we're all gonna either from plank or hands and knees, make your way all the way onto your belly. Forehead down, arms back with the palms turned up. On an inhale, roll up just your head, neck, and chest. Your arms can float. Reach the arms towards the back of the room. Keep breathing. Keep the neck in line with the spine. And then maybe a little lift just before you lower. Put the left cheek on the mat. Wiggle out your hips. So stay here, or this time we'll add the legs. So head to center. Inhale, roll up head, neck, and chest. And if it feels okay, lift the feet. And breathe. Little lift just before you lower. Right cheek on the mat. Wiggle out your hips. And then just bring your fingers forward, cactus arms. Turn your left cheek to the mat, and then take your right knee, slide it up towards your right elbow. And breathe. So you can stay here, or we'll add a supine twist by taking the arms forward. Lift everything except the palms. Lift your head. And then you take that left arm, slide it under the right. You roll on to that right shoulder. So left arm under the right. Other way, sir. Left arm under the body. Under the right arm. No, under, look at me. There. And then roll onto the shoulder, and then let that right arm go back behind you. Look to the right. The more you let this knee lift and you let the shoulder relax, the more likely you are to get this right arm to the floor. And you want that to be more the action, like you're just rolling over in bed. And now take that right arm back up overhead where it came from. Slide the knee down and move the left shoulder out of the way. Put your right cheek on the mat, wiggle your hips. And then slide the left knee to the left elbow. And just take some time here to feel what you feel here. And then you can stay here or take both arms forward, lift everything except your palms. Look at your hands, and then you slide the right hand under with the palm turned up. You roll on to the right shoulder, and then you let that left arm go back behind you and look to the left. Just keep letting that knee pop up. It's more important to just let the shoulder relax than it is to try to keep the knee down. And breathe. And then take that left arm back up overhead where it came from. Slide the left knee down, move the right shoulder out of the way, and just wiggle your hips back to center. And just push up to hands and knees and all the way back to child's pose. Just release your back. So child's pose is a neutralizing pose, brings our spine back to neutral. And then make your way any way you'd like to get onto your back. So it doesn't matter which way your head's turned. We're gonna all hug our knees in, rock it out. Any little movements that feel good. Massage the back. You can take another twist if you like, knees to one side, gaze to the other. And so this gets a different twist than when we're on our belly doing that. And then just take it to the other side. And then bring it up. Stay here or bring the bottoms of the feet together. Push the knees away. Stay there or both feet up in the air. Any movement that feels good. Happy baby. Rock around, move around, or not. And if your feet are up, bring them back together. If your knees are wide, pull them in. If it feels okay, hug yourself up into a tight little ball. And then wait for an exhale and stretch it out in all directions. Make any additional movements you need to be completely relaxed, and then just settle in Shavasana. Get your arms down alongside the body so you can get the shoulders away from the ears. Take up space. If it doesn't feel good on your back, have your knees bent. And then just imagine a beautiful golden light enters the body through the crown of the head. As that light pours through your body, it brings warmth and relaxation to the scalp, the forehead, the eyes, nose, and mouth are relaxed, the ears, cheeks, jaw, and chin. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. The neck and shoulders are relaxed. The arms, hands, and fingers. Chest, abdomen, the upper, middle, and lower back are relaxed. The hips, the pelvis, buttocks, thighs, the knees, calves and shins, the ankles, the feet, and out the toes. The body is completely relaxed. This state of peace is your true nature. Take a few moments just to be. It's not that life is so comfortable from my point of view. It's just that when one is willing to let life in and let life out, it's more comfortable than when one is in resistance to life. Patricia Townsend. Bring the awareness back to your breath. Deepen your breath. Let the breath fill your body. Wake up your body. Start to wiggle fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs, until you're ready for a big stretch. And if it feels good, hug your knees in one last time. And in your own time, in your own way, make your way up to your comfortable seat. And we'll close our practice. Find your tall spine. Find your breath. Remember your peace. Share your light. Practice your patience. Hands to the heart. Bow in. Give gratitude. Look for the joy. Namaste. Thank you all for sharing your practice, your presence. Thank you for being here. Have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me sign off these guys. Oh, namaste, Belinda. Glad you could join us. Diana, I hope you stuck around. Margaret. All right, see you guys soon. Bye.